Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.1 broke a ton of add-ons, but thankfully add-on creators have been super on top of things, updating their add-ons and releasing new ones using the new features provided in 1.21. From custom shields to 3D modeled backpacks to even nicer looking generation of the world, disenchanting, automatic storage systems, and some big updates to what is, in my opinion, one of the biggest and best add-ons of all time. Today we're going to be checking out 15 new or recently updated Minecraft Bedrock add-ons for 1.21. Have you ever wanted more variety from Minecraft shields, maybe special abilities or different models, different stats? Well, Ultimate Shields by True Cowboy has got you covered. This add-on adds a variety of new shields with new abilities. So I'm going to go over some of the ones with the special abilities. Of course, there are plenty that don't have special abilities, but maybe have assorted perks and things. We've got the turtle shield here. Now, of course, you can throw these in your offhand. You can crouch, do the little shield pull-out thingy. And we're actually not going into combat just yet because the turtle shield has a little unique ability. You can go into water, and then if you crouch with it, you'll get this little levitation effect and it'll pull you out of the water super quickly. You can also kind of bounce across the top of water if you use it correctly. This slime shield here has the bounce ability, which is pretty cool. Also, notice how you can kind of see through the shield a little bit. I love that like translucency effect. It's a pretty nice looking shield too. But if I go ahead and spawn in a little husk to fight, if I just do a little crouch, how this add-on works is it gives you resistance, so essentially you won't take damage or knockback, it'll affect your player. But with the slime shield, it will bounce the mob back, which is kind of fun. If you have husks or something, you can bounce them back, get them out of the way. It's kind of like knockback, but you don't even have to use your sword, which is pretty cool. Now this right here is the spider shield, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on. So you see how normally I take damage from potions like that, harming, I guess, yeah, instant damage. If I go ahead and use this shield, I won't take damage from instant harming. So that's kind of the advantage of the spider shield. It's great if you're fighting a witch or something, you don't have to worry about taking that damage. Magma shield is fun. You get fiery contact and +3 attack damage. So if you have it in your main hand, you get, some extra attack damage. Come here, chicken. See, one shot the chicken. But if I go ahead and throw that into my offhand and spawn in another husk, go ahead and block, you can see it lights the husk on fire, which is, oh, and now the husk lights me on fire. This is not ideal. The dripstone shield's super fun because it does 5 attack damage, but it's also pointed. And now the pointed thingy, I mean, it makes sense. It's covered in dripstone. If I go ahead and spawn me in another husk, and then the husk tries to beat me up, the husk actually takes a solid amount of damage from just me blocking with the shield. So I don't know exactly how many times it has to attack to die. Okay, 7 it seems like, but that still does like a non-insignificant amount of damage. This is probably the shield out of all these that I would be using just because it's kind of like thorns, but in the form of a shield. It's pretty neat. There are also a variety of other shields, as you can see here. They have varying different levels of strength, varying different shapes and sizes, but overall they all pretty much do the same thing. They're just better versions of the default Minecraft shield. I do like the designs on a lot of them, especially the big iron shield is probably my favorite. I feel like I've got a riot shield or something, it's pretty fun. With all these add-ons I'm showing off in this video, you're probably going to run out of inventory space because, there's a ton of new stuff. So that's where the Backpack Plus add-on by Amon28 comes in, also known as Do Dimple. This adds in 4 new backpacks, small, medium, big, and extra big, as well as, well, actually that's all it adds in, but I have all this stuff here just to show off the backpacks. So, fun fact, when you're holding it, it shows up in your hand as a little 3D object, but while it's in your hand, it shows up on your back as this nice little 3D backpack. Same with all of these. Of course, when you're switched off of it, it won't do that, but it's just a nice little detail. Now, if you go and interact with your backpack, now this is interfering, or I guess my texture pack that I have, dark mode, is interfering, but 90% of people playing normal Minecraft should not have an issue with this. And of course, you can put whatever you want in the backpacks and it will, stay. It's a backpack. I can pick it up again. I can take all my stuff out. And then you have your different sizes. Medium, big, which you can kind of scroll through, and then extra big, which is a ton of space in here. So no need for stressing about lack of inventory space. This add-on has you covered. Are you a nerd? Well, you're watching a video about Minecraft mods and add-ons and stuff, so you probably are. And if you're a nerd, like me, you also probably enjoy things like statistics and data and whatnot. With the statistics add-on by Mevo, you've got this nice little menu you can do. So if you just type in chat this custom command, !menu, make sure to capitalize the M, and then hit enter and close out of it, it'll pop up this little statistics menu. So you can see in statistics how many mobs you've killed, how many players you've killed, steps you've taken, how long you've spent in the world, how many times you've died, and how many blocks you've broken. Not only that, if you're on a server or a multiplayer world, realm, whatever, you can see the top players for all of these things. You can see who's killed the most players, which I have not because nobody's joined my world. You can see who's killed the most mobs, things like that. It's just a really fun little add-on to document your process through a Minecraft world, and if you're a nerd like me, you will appreciate it. Now, the average Minecraft player probably cares a lot more about building, and that's where the Feudal Furniture add-on comes in. With over 700 blocks, it's been recently updated to make a really nice addition to any build. So, all you need is clay and a stone cutter. Pretty standard for, you know, your average furniture add-on stuff. You put the clay in the stone cutter and you can make all of these different boxes. Now you're like, huh, that's just boxes, that's not furniture. Well, let me make an oak box, for example. Take the clay out. Now I have this oak box. I use the oak box to make any of the oak pieces of furniture. So I can make a target, a ladder, a staircase, stairs, there's multiple staircases, but there's a lot of different things you can make. And yeah, I guess you don't have to use oak to make it, but it gives a nice new use to clay. And when I'm decorating, I don't really want to use up my resources. And so it's kind of nice to just like have one resource to focus on for all decoration purposes. So let's say I want to make a nice little table. I can just craft that. It's got me this little 3D item, 3D block. I can place it down. It looks great. I really like the way this add-on still looks fairly vanilla. The furniture does not look out of place, and so I could have this in a build and it would look great. There is also a map that's made to be used with this add-on if you want to check out just like what this add-on is capable of doing. I don't have it set up right now, but on screen you should be able to see what that looks like. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but this add-on is by Trotamundos872. So funny enough, there was this add-on I was going to make a video on and have it be like my new video back to the channel, but then Minecraft came around, updated, and broke the add-on. But the add-on is back, and that add-on is the Morphing Bracelet by Cookie Dookie. This add-on does exactly what you'd expect. You can get this little Morphing Bracelet item, which has this nice little animation. It shows up when you're holding it as 3D on your character. And then let's say I have a chicken right here, and I want to become the chicken. Well, I kill the chicken, I get its little soul or whatever, and then I have my Morphing Bracelet. I can now open up this little menu just by interacting, and switch to the chicken, and it does a little puff of smoke, and then now I'm actually the chicken. I get slow falling, I get chicken stats, and I get 2 hearts, which is kind of a downside. But I can fit under 1 block gaps, which is actually kinda sick. Look at this, I can like sneak under here. I know you technically can do this with trapdoors and whatnot, but I mean, come on, I can do it as a chicken, which is pretty great. Now, chicken versus creeper, I guess since I'm not something that the creeper would be triggered by, because I'm a chicken, you know, the creeper's just gonna be chilling here. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill the creeper and become the creeper. And so as you can see, I have now chicken and player that I can swap to, but now I am the creeper. And if I hold crouch, I can blow up and kill myself. Let me get all my stuff back though, because there's more to look at here. There's more to it though. Let's say I have a snow golem here and I want to kill it. I can kill it and then I can switch into a snow golem. So I'm going to die because it's sunny out, and yep, I died. I should have kept inventory. No, I'm just gonna keep dying, right? So let's say I had one of these morphs like the snow golem, and I don't really ever plan on using it, but my friend really wants to be a snow golem. Well, that's where the Scroll of Souls comes in. So I can go ahead and throw on my snow golem, and then use my scroll of souls, and now I have this Scroll of Souls with the morph snow golem. So as you can see, I can no longer turn into the snow golem. I'm back into a player. But I could give this to a friend and they could turn into the snow golem by just interacting with it. And now look at that, there's snow golem. Also, might I mention that when you're a snow golem, you get these little basically unlimited use snowballs, which is pretty fun. In my opinion, this is the most well thought out morphing add-on there is. I've seen some other ones, but this one, it works so well. It feels really like a Java mod or like something integrated into the game really well. And honestly, in my opinion, it's better than any of the ones on the marketplace. I know that's a low bar for a lot of people, but have you ever had the impulse to throw a fire charge? Because you know, it kind of looks like a snowball. You feel like you should be able to throw it, but you can't. It's a fire charge. I guess you can set it on the ground and, you know, do whatever, but I kind of just revealed what this did. This add-on called Throwable Fireball by X-Assassin allows you to, well, throw fireball, or I guess throw fire charges. But yeah, you can throw them. It allows you to have this little fiery projectile. It gets a little stuck on things sometimes. I recommend jumping before you throw them, but it's just a fun little quality of life thing. I could see this throwing. I could have made a pun there about throwing. I could see myself throwing this on worlds just for the fun of it, just because it's a nice little quality of life feature, even if it's not always perfect. Sometimes they get a little bit stuck. Nah, come here, pig. It's over. You're cooked. You're cooked. Come on, man. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh wait, he's literally cooked. Now, if that last shield add-on I showed off didn't really float your boat, I've got another one here. This is More Shields by Rayon. And this one is functionally the same, except there are quite a few different types of shields. I think there's more than the other one. They do work a little bit differently though. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab a handful of them. Some of them do similar things. The magma shield, for example, is pretty similar. It does a little fiery effect. No, stop hitting the... No, I don't have... Okay, no, this is not good. They're spawning more. Okay, here, let me take care of this guy. No, it's lighting the baby on fire, but not the main guy. Okay, there we go. No, the baby's riding the pig now. This is not going to plan. A lot of them have similar concepts. It really just depends on what you want from an add-on. I didn't really think about the whole pressure plate thing, but they have a dripstone one as well. This one does similar damage. Actually, it does a lot more damage. But there are a ton of different ones in this, and I obviously won't go over all of them, but on the add-on page, you'll be able to see what they all do. We've got this amethyst one right here as well, which gives me a little speed and strength boost when I block with it. It's actually really cool. This one is definitely a little more flashy, but it also uses shields in a different way. So whereas the last one gave you resistance when something was headed towards you, this one genuinely just replaces what's in your hand with an actual shield. So it does technically block like a shield because it just turns into a shield. The main downside, I would say the main downside is that it doesn't do durability, but it does do durability. It's very creatively implemented, I think. The other one looks a little more seamless in your inventory, whereas this one looks a lot more seamless in your hand, if that makes sense. I guess in gameplay, because it doesn't really hit you with any of that, you know, resistance and fake damage and whatnot. Ooh, damn, okay. The Warden one's honestly, this might be my favorite just because it has this whole like effect thing and it does the whole... That's actually insanely powerful. Some of these are really powerful. The other one I think is a little more vanilla friendly, a little more balanced in terms of some of these being a little bit strong. But hey, you know, they're probably expensive, so if you want something that's a little stronger but a little more fun, this one may be your way to go. Wait, TNT shield. This is not gonna go well. I can already tell you. Oh no, it actually, I thought it was gonna blow my whole area up, but no, it just blows the mob up. How much damage? Oh, it does a solid amount actually. So these are both really good shield add-ons. I say take your pick, whichever one feels good. They don't work super great together just because it gets like kind of weird textures and whatnot, but either one is gonna be good, so I recommend them both. If you play a lot of Minecraft survival multiplayer, you'll probably encounter a variety of different waypoints things, depending on if you're playing servers or Java or Realms or whatever. The multiplayer waypoint system by Sirob is one of my favorites, if not maybe even my favorite, because it implements a few features that I think others don't really think about. So with this one, it's pretty simple. You can have 5 waypoints, but you can also set waypoints, publish them, and explore other people's waypoints. So if someone has, say, a shop that they want you to visit, they can make a public waypoint for that shop, and then you can explore, kind of like a little social media page. But if I want to make a new waypoint, I'm just going to call this one test. You can give it a name. I love how you can give it a little icon, so I'm going to make this one just a tree because we're in, you know, a forest. I hit set. You have to wait 15 seconds for it to create, which to some may seem like a problem, but to me I see as a really good thing because you can't just be like, oh, I'm going to die and super quickly make a waypoint to get back to your stuff easy. I feel like this encourages waypoints to be intentional, and you can't just like make a waypoint super easy and then not really, I don't know, just cheese the game. Now you can't cheese the game. So now I can go teleport to waypoint and I can see my test waypoint, and then I have to wait 10 seconds to teleport. So that way, if I'm in combat with something or with another player, I can't abuse the waypoint system. I, from a balance perspective, am a big fan of this. Also that little animation, it goes pink. Oh, it's so nice. I really do think this is a well thought out way of doing it. But I can also manage my waypoints, so I can manage test, and I can update the coordinates, I can rename it, I can go back. Still, very well thought out waypoint add-on, highly recommend. If you want your Minecraft world to look nicer, but you don't want to have drastically different terrain generation, you want it to, you know, still feel like Minecraft. Well, the Wild environment by Nico the Kid may be the add-on for you. As you can see, it's a very light, but very tastefully created add-on that adjusts the natural features and structures in your world. So as you can see, there is a lot more grass. You'll find moss in biomes that normally wouldn't have moss. You'll find, you know, extra little bits of, I don't know what you call this, mossy cobble, that's the right word. It's a lot of very subtle changes, but they really add up to make Minecraft still look like vanilla Minecraft. It doesn't look too modded, it doesn't look too different, but it really just makes it look a lot prettier. You've got, you know, some nice little magnolia stuff. Is this magnolia? It's azalea, that's the right word. It is not magnolia. I'm a huge fan of the way this makes Minecraft look though, because normally I don't want my world to be completely overhauled unless I'm adding in a new biome altogether. In general, I just want some minor adjustments to, you know, spruce things up. We're not in the spruce biome. If we were, that would have been kind of a funny pun. But look, it adds in like these little rock formations. There's like the dead trees. I don't know if you saw. We went past one just a minute ago, like this one right here. Of course, new little bushes, things like that. Overall, it just makes the nature part of your Minecraft world look a lot more, well, natural. Have you ever been in a situation where you have a Minecraft tool that is not the tool that you want, but it has the enchantment that you want? But let's say I have this iron pickaxe and it has efficiency 1, and oh man, I just made a diamond pickaxe. I really want that efficiency 1 on my diamond pickaxe. Well, Disenchanter Table by Amon28 may be the right add-on for you. All you need is this little Disenchanter Table right here, such a handy little item, as well as books and amethyst shards, and you can extract the enchantment from your item or enchanted book. So interact with the top of the table, put your shards in here, think of them like lapis or coal or something like that. Then put your book into here, starting here and then going clockwise depending on how many enchantments you have, because yes, you could do multiple, we'll get to that. And then finally put your pickaxe in here, wait for a second, and you hear that little thing? Now we have this efficiency 1 enchanted book right here, and our pickaxe has been stripped of its enchantment. And also you can see it's kind of nice, it plays this little animation with whatever you put in here. So of course I put in my iron pickaxe, and it just kind of floats in here. It's super cool. But let's say I have sharpness and fire aspect on my sword, and I want those as books. Well, put my sword into here, I can put 2 books in, and boom, boom. Now I have my stripped diamond sword, and then you can see the books show up in there as well. And I can take my 2 books out, and if you look at that, I've got my sharpness book and my fire aspect book, and then of course my diamond sword. Super handy little add-on. It's been one of my favorite quality of life add-ons for a long time, and I'm so happy to see that today, as of me recording this actually, this got updated. So a common Java mod type feature, mainly from Optifine, that a lot of people really like having in Bedrock, but there hasn't really been a super great solution until recently-ish, is the dynamic lighting concept, being able to hold a torch and have the area around you lit up. Well, now with Rayon's dynamic lighting, at least the most up-to-date version of it, you can do that. As you can see, I'm holding a torch and it is lighting around me. But also, as you can see, if I stand inside of, say, some tall grass, it doesn't stop. Now, previously, this has been done with light blocks, and the problem is light blocks can only replace the air blocks. They wouldn't replace things like tall grass or anything like that. But now they do, which means things like mining, or if there's like a little, if you're up against an entity, if you have a floating item, it won't get in the way. Also, I can throw a torch down and it'll stay lit up over there. It's gotten a lot better than it used to be. And honestly, this is way better than anything on the marketplace as well, in terms of dynamic lighting. But not only that, you can now hold torches in your offhand, and you can dynamic light that way, which is super handy for caving. Then now there is a new underwater sea torch, which this is one of my favorite things. So similar concept, you can throw them in your offhand as well, but you can go underwater with them, and so you can actually see underwater, because a lot of times underwater can get kind of dark, it can get kind of murky. Now you can see, and you can go inside of blocks and things like this, and it still lights up. It's such a nice thing to have, and you can place them down underwater just to have a nicer underwater light source if you want an underwater light source that's, you know, fairly easy to get. You know, you don't want to always have lanterns and lamps and glowstone and things. You want to have a more traditional torch. But one of my favorite features with this add-on, and I'm probably going to get blown up, so bear with me because I'm going to die, is a lot of mobs will also start glowing in certain situations. So if I place this creeper down and the creeper goes to blow up, it lights up while it blows up. Similarly, if a zombie or something is on fire, it will also do the same thing, but I don't have fire on me. But I'll show this again with the creeper. Check this out. Minecraft storage and storage organization has been a pain for a long time. There are lots of complicated systems you can do to organize your storage, but in general, at least with Java, modding has always kind of been the best option for creating some form of advanced storage system. But now on Bedrock, with Advanced Storage Network by Fluffy Alien, this can actually be done. So I made a very rudimentary little storage network here, but essentially this adds in a handful of new blocks, as well as this little tutorial book so you can see what they all do. It's a little bit complicated, not overly complicated, not in a problematic way, just in a I don't have time to explain it right now kind of way. But the add-on comes with this little book. You can see everything that you need to know. But the general idea is that you have a core, it's your general network, You have your drive. It's essentially, think of it like a hard drive, or a chest. It holds all your stuff, and you can connect them to chests if you want to add stuff to it easily, as well as you can have a little storage interface. So let me go ahead and take out my storage interface. I'm going to take out one storage interface, which I had in my storage interface, well, because I was testing. Little oopsie. I can put stuff into here super easy just by throwing it in from my inventory, and you can see I've got all of these here. Well, some of them. Sometimes it gets a little bugged out. This is definitely one of those, you know, still in beta kind of things, but you can look up things. So if I want to look up wall, submit, I can open it up again. I can see, oh, here's my cobblestone walls. Submit, I can get my 64 cobblestone walls. But let's say I wanted to put them back in. I already had a chest system and I wanted to put them in easier. Well, I just put them into this chest that I have connected up here with this little doohickey, and it will go back into my system. So if I go over here, you can see, close my search, and it's still here. This add-on is regularly getting updated, and it is still sort of an experimental beta type add-on, I believe. Still, regardless of minor functionality things, I have not seen an add-on actually do this and do it this well. There's even like wireless communication, so you can have a little device that lets you, I couldn't figure out how to set that up yet. I may be a little slow. It is also cool, you can see how much of so with each of these stores 3,000 items. So this one right now has 104 items in it. You can see that's these. I definitely think it could use a little work, but I still wanted to show this off because, I mean, come on. A whole on storage system, storage network type thing on Bedrock with just add-ons. It's super cool, super impressive. Now this next one is such a tiny quality of life thing, but for those of you that play a lot of late game Minecraft, I'm sure you will appreciate this. So the choice between a shield and a totem of undying is a little frustrating sometimes. I want my shield, I want to be able to block my arrows, block my attacks, all that, but also I want my totem of undying. I don't want to die, I want to live, actually. That would be pretty nice. But now, with this add-on, Simple Totem Swap by X Assassin, I can hold a shield and a totem of undying and just right click or interact and it swaps them. So let's say I'm in combat, I'm just doing my normal Minecraft thing. Regular Minecraft, I probably just want to have the totem out, honestly. Most of the time, I'd just rather personally not have the risk of dying, and I'm not really in combat situations. But if I end up in a combat situation and I want to switch real quick, do a little bit of attacking, and then if I'm like, oh, my health's getting low, I can have my shield out and then run away, swap to this, and chill with this out for a little bit, heal up, and then go back. It's just a really nice quality of life thing. I wish Minecraft or Mojang would honestly implement this into the game. It's also just really satisfying hearing the little noise play and watching them switch places. Very nice little add-on, super handy. Do you find Minecraft PvE too easy? Well, Hostile Intelligence by Cup of Coffee may be what you're looking for. This will make a lot of PvE combat engagements a lot more difficult. Zombies have a lot higher chance to spawn with different weapons and things. They also have a chance to spawn with knockback resistance. I believe it's 10%. Yep, see, look, this guy couldn't knock him back. Skeletons will no longer get aggressive when they shoot each other. They won't shoot back at each other. So even if they accidentally shoot, which is a fun feature of Minecraft, it's kind of sad to see that not here, but that will make Minecraft combat harder. You can't use that as an element to combat anymore. Creepers might have the scariest one. They have a few tweaks, but the main one I wanted to point out is that there is a chance for them to essentially try to blow you up through a wall. So if they're targeted to you, you go behind a wall, you close a door. There's a 10% chance from when they spawn that they will have the ability to try to blow you up between walls. Also, this creeper seems a little faster, and it definitely is. There is a 10% chance for them to have a significant speed boost. Spiders and zombie pigmen also have similar tweaks. There's also a chance for any regular mob to become neutral. So essentially, if you have like a pig or a sheep or something, they can attack you back if you try to attack them. There's also a chance that they may try to flee when you attack them, not just like regular flee, like actual flee, which, you know, could get a little annoying, but once again, it will make it a little bit more difficult. So if you want a harder experience to your Minecraft PvE combat, this may be what you're looking for. And finally, the add-on you've probably all been waiting for, it's Better on Bedrock by Poggy. This is one of the largest, highest in quality, and just general best expansions to the Minecraft game that you can get on Bedrock Edition in the form of an add-on. This is too big of an add-on for me to show all of in this video. Thankfully, there is an extensive wiki that I will have linked in the description. It's built into the GitHub for the add-on. You can get the add-on there, and that will explain everything you need. In general, though, it has a ton of the basic things that you would want from add-ons, tons of new mobs, items, blocks, and even end biomes. The end biomes are honestly some of my favorite things. It is a huge rework to the end in Minecraft, and it actually makes it genuinely worth exploring. it is super fun. But even in the overworld, things are not too bad at all. We've got, you know, nice little little desert oasis with these wild carrots. Love that. We've got new mobs and I guess sort of new bosses with things like the villager. There is genuinely so much to this add-on, and anywhere you turn, anywhere you look, there will be something new to find. Like, I was genuinely not planning on showing off the goblin trader, but it just happened to be right here, so I can trade with it. And look at that, I can these are actually kind of some fire deals. This is, well, I don't know about this one, that's not great, but that's pretty good. Name tags, always nice. The scrap one, very good. The ingot one, super good. My best recommendation would be download this add-on, pull up the wiki, and just explore, have fun, throw it on a world. It will completely revamp your Minecraft experience. It is still always getting updates. It is very frequently updated. I love the waystone system of this. I'm not gonna set one up right now, but as the alternative to waypoints, like we looked at before, waystones are a much more Minecraft vanilla friendly style kind of way of teleporting and getting around your world more efficiently. I'm sure you've seen waystones before, either just as their own add-ons or on Java through assorted mods, but this is a great implementation of waystones, custom foods, and then, like, come on, I can wear a hat. Well, my new skin doesn't really agree well with the hat, but like, come on, I can wear a top hat. That's pretty awesome. Better on Bedrock is absolutely not an add-on to miss. It is an add-on to hit. No, that's not the right word. It's an add-on to check out. It's an add-on you should check out, as are all of the other add-ons mentioned today in this video. They will all be linked in the description. You can find either MCPEDL or ModBay pages for all of them. I've been using ModBay a lot more lately. I kind of prefer it to MCPEDL, just a better layout in my opinion, but regardless, go show all of these creators some support. Thanks for watching if you made it to here. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. See you later, and goodbye.